I come home, and I look through the door, and the car that I want is sitting right here. This is the exact car and color that I wanted. It even has the black rims. This is exactly the car that I was looking at. Looks like it's brand new too. I'm looking at getting this car. This is the exact one that I'm looking at, orange, convertible. This is probably the Stingray, which I do like, but I'm actually looking at the Z06. It's got a little bit bigger of a motor, and the exhaust is a little bit different. It's faster. And the motor, it's a flat plane crank, I think they call it. And the Stingray will go up to about 6,500 RPM, but the Z06 will go up to 87, I believe. 85 or 8,700 RPM. The thing sounds like a freaking motorcycle. Vroom, 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 vroom. Whereas this one, it's a little bit lower of a sound. It sounds more like the original V8 in the Corvette. It's funny because I've been wanting this car for a little bit now, and I come home and it's just sitting right here. I walked in through the door on the other side, and as soon as I look through the door, the car I want sitting right here. It's like, oh, was that here for me? Sure, I'll take it. It's cool because I haven't got to see one up close like this. I've just seen a few driving by. It's actually kind of cool to take a close look at it. There's the Stingray emblem. The Z06 looks exactly the same. It just doesn't have the Stingray emblem. But I actually like the Stingray emblem. I don't know if you're able to see here. May have to do so to see a little bit better. It's funny because it's all kind of on the driver's side. You see that little bar there? Kind of separates the passenger. It's also got the square steering wheel, which I hear is a little bit hard to get used to. But it's got the paddle shifters. You can see right there behind the wheel. So you can keep both hands on the wheel. I really like this convertible look. You see the little two things here on each side coming down. And then this is cool, the vents. The motor's actually in the back. So the motor's right here. And this is the vent to let the hot air out. Yeah, but you can tell it's mainly for the driver. There's not really anything over here. And I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Looks like that's a winch down there. Looks like it's brand new. You can see the controls here. Heated and cooled seats. Power, window, air conditioning. There's the hot and cold. But mainly everything's on the driver's side. Nice screen there. In the center. Oh, it looks like he does have an alarm on it. He may be able to see me. Probably doesn't like I'm hovered over his vehicle. But yeah, it's got Bose surround sound. I don't know if his does. But if you get the higher package, you got Bose speakers, which I like. I like my Lincoln, but Chevy has the contract with Bose right now. And I definitely want the Bose speakers. That's one of my favorites. I can't believe you got the orange one. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I like the black wheels, but the one I had, it's black and it has a little bit of gray in it to shine just a little bit. But yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful car. Well, I know now not to leave my top down. Otherwise, some idiot with a camera may come over the side of my vehicle and start recording. I'll tell you what, for being a brand new car and not taking good care of it, already got trash everywhere. Nice screen. You can see, put it in drive. A lot of buttons on the steering wheel. Yeah, I can't wait to get this. My coworker just got a Tesla, and the Tesla's freaking awesome, but I'm gonna buy some gas motors until Tesla comes down a little bit. Should have got it when they first came out. Now they're freaking expensive. He paid $60,000 for his. I want the auto drive, so the one I'm looking at is $80,000. But I can get this Corvette for $80,000. And although the Tesla is faster, you know, this is freaking Corvette. It's a sports car, you know, it's not a sedan. Some people just came by. I didn't want them to think I'm doing bad things to this vehicle. But yeah, it's pretty cool. That's actually glass in the back, and that will go down. You can roll it down while the top's up, and then you can roll it down while the top's down. So this is a video I found online showing the window coming down. Oh, look at that. It's so beautiful. With the push of a button, you can see you can do the top or the window. Look how beautiful this car is. It pops open in the back. Up comes the top. It folds over so nicely. Oh, it almost touched, but it didn't. Out pops the runners. Down comes the hatch. What a beautiful vehicle. Look at that window going down. Ooh, so pretty. I think since it's convertible, you're not able to see the engine, but that convertible is just so beautiful. Look at those coming up. Down and close, perfect. What a beautiful vehicle. This spoiler I think is optional. I don't think it comes on there. But now that I see it on this vehicle, I kind of like it. I don't think it normally is on there. I don't really like the back lights, to be honest. They kind of look like a Camaro back lights. You know, it doesn't look like a luxury lights. I would think they'd do a bar all the way across or just something cool. But they did an excellent job on the front. It kind of looks like a McLaren, the way it comes to a point. The front of the vehicle is beautiful. But the back of the vehicle, I don't like too much. Kind of looks like a Camaro. Tesla can actually detect the curb, and I would hope this could also detect the curb. Tesla tells you how many inches the curb is, so you don't hit your front bumper or the front clip. And the Corvette sits so low, I would hope the Corvette has some sensors up there. My Navigator has sensors to determine, like, if a wall is coming, but it can't detect the curb. And this car's so low, man, I could see you hitting the curb all the time. I love the side of the car. I love the back of the car right here. This actually opens up. There's a trunk here, small trunk. And then since there's no motor in the front, that's also a trunk. So there's two small trunks. But I just really don't like these rear tail lights for some reason. They just look cheap to me. I like the vents here. The exhaust looks good. I like the rear spoiler. That looks good. I like the vent here. I mean, all that's great. Everything's beautiful. Just the only thing I don't like is the tail lights. Tail lights kind of look cheap to me. But besides the tail lights, everything's beautiful. Especially for Corvette. This doesn't even look like a Corvette. This looks like a McLaren mixed with a Ferrari. And it kind of just looks like a McLaren, to be honest. The front does, for sure. The front's beautiful. The lights, everything.